Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we got a terrible show tonight on Smackdown, and the girls dropped this miserable this holiday season leading up to a new year. Name of my top tonight is called Horrible and Hideous in where they are tonight. In Hartford, Connecticut. Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah. What will WWE be for this holiday season leading up to 2025? So much to say. I'm not gonna open up with any music tonight. I'm just gonna get cut right now on the show tonight. Just get started with. Yeah, you know what else I just heard? I heard that WWE is going back going to 3 hours now. 3 hours on January. Yeah, it's going to be a 3 hour show next year. It was in January. Yeah, I heard about that. Hold on a second, let me get there. It's gonna be 3 hours. Smackdown. 3 hours next year. That's unbelievable. That's really stupid. Okay, let me start the show. With just 2 hours left in the year, and the last 2 hours episode for the foreseeable future, thanks to US Network, this is bullshit. It's time for Smackdown. Friday Night Smackdown. Highlights from Saturday night's main event, and a look at Kevin Owens attacking Cody Rhodes after the show after it went off the air. Commentary states we will get an update on the undisputed champion later tonight before getting a shot of the competitors arriving at the arena. We cut to ringside where the Bloodline Solo Sikoas make their way down the ramp. We get a look back at last Friday's SmackDown and the reminder that Solo will face Roman Reigns in a tribal combat on Raw's Netflix debut. Solo gets a microphone telling Hartford to acknowledge him, and the crowd replies with an OTC chant. Solo addresses Roman's challenge for the tribal combat, dealing with chanting "What?" and telling him once again that they need to acknowledge him. Solo asks Roman if he wants to take the tribal chief to war. Let's do it. He says he will leave his bloodline behind for this match if Roman will keep his crew away as well, for promising that he will beat Reigns on January 6, 2025. He tells Roman after he's done, he will get back on his boat. He will sail away to the island of irrelevancy. Before he can get much further, Solo was interrupted by the rival Drew McIntyre. This piece of shit. Drew walks down the ramp before stepping through the ropes, staring the bloodline down along the way. Solo gives him some credit for what he did to Jimmy and the ODG bloodline before taking him down for the interruption. But McIntyre poses a question to Sikoa whether he asked himself at night When is Drew coming after me? He notes that Solo was the one who cost him a shot at the undisputed WWE Championship a while back, acknowledging that at some stage, on some stage they have the same goals. Drew reckons he'll keep taking out the bloodline, out OG bloodline members, and Solo does him a favor by taking out Roman for good. Reigns for good. Once they sell their own bits of business, they can sell things between them. Drew is quickly blindsided by Jim Uso, who brings McIntyre out of the ring for a beatdown as LA Knight music hits. LA Knight and his partners, Cruz and Andrade, rush the ring, leading to a wild brawl between all 6 men as we go to a commercial break. The Bloodline versus LA Knight, Paul Cruz and Andrade. Back from the break. The match is in progress with Cruz and Tonga going at it. Tag made tonight, who goes in to work on Tama for tagging in Andrade. One more tag as he and Cruz double team Tama. It was only good for a 2 count. Knight is backing for offense to tag Andrade, who sends Tonga to the outside. Jacob Fatu tries to get involved, but he is sent out as well, leading to a double dive from Cruz and Andrade. Back in the ring, Knight climbs up top, targeting Solo Sikoa, but to no effect. Tom is back in the ring, making an unofficial tag to Fatu, who unleashes a flurry of offense to the approval of Sikoa as we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Solo is in legal man for his team and firmly in control over Apollo Crews. He brings Crews to the corner for some more strikes, keeping Crews from making a tag in process. Tag made to Fatu, who puts the hurt on Crews even further until Apollo makes a tag to Andrade. Andrade clears the bloodline off the apron before hitting crossbody on Fatu, who crawls to the corner to be met with a running strike by Andrade for a near fall. Andrade goes up top looking for a moonsault. Jacob rolls away but is caught with a standing moonsault by Andrade instead, which gets him a 2 count. Tonga rushes for an assist before Jacob sends Andrade to the ropes and hangs him up on the top rope for an assist from Solo Sikoa. Andrade is attacked outside in the ring before being brought back in, leading to a near fall from Fatu as this USA Network feed dictates. I don't get a picture-in-picture break. Absolutely ridiculous. Commercial break. Back from the break, Jacob Fatu is demolishing Andrade in the corner before knocking Apollo off the apron. He charges Andrade, who nearly evades a hip attack before hitting Fatu in the enziguri to make the tag to Knight. Tama tags in but is taken out. Hold on a second. Enziguri to make the tag to Knight. Tama tags in but is taken out with a clothesline by Knight, who stomps away at him in the corner. Gets involved for a moment, but he is taken down by a neckbreaker by LA Knight, who tags in Cruz. Apollo goes up top for a splash with a 2 count as Knight runs to deal with Sikoa, but only be tagged by Shinsuke Nakamura. Heads to the back to the ring, tagging himself in for a running hip attack, and a Uranage followed by a Samoan Spike for the win. Winning the Bloodline. Backstage, we hear from the Machine Guns ahead of Alex Shelley facing Johnny Gargano. Mysterio addressed the history with Gargano. Shelley promises payback. But he also tells Saban that he needed to handle this on their own before leaving. Yeah, the DIY really buried Machine Guns, and it was a stupid move by Triple H. Video package. Saturday night's main event, we saw the annoying Chelsea Green become the inaugural Women's United States Champion, which was a fluke. Because Piper Niven interfered in the match. Yeah, huge fat bitch Piper Niven. No offense. We cut to an exclusive interview with Green after winning the title, saying this is her first time after what she's been through the past 3 years. Up next, we take a look at what happened at Saturday night's main event before it passed for years. Yeah, like you don't know that Chelsea interfered. You don't know that it's your friend Piper Niven's reason you won the match. You're the new U.S. champion. She doesn't deserve it. Up next, we take another look at what happened after Saturday night's main event between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Commercial break. Video package. Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens to retain the undisputed World Wrestling Entertainment Championship, only for Owens to lay him out with a package power driver and run off with a Winged Eagle Championship belt after the show went off the air. Commentary addresses the aftermath, describing the champion's diagnosis before wishing him all the best on a speedy recovery. I don't know, these fans are real stupid to be cheering for Kevin Owens. I mean, it's 2024, not 2014. I mean, this is the same, or what he did with Cody Rhodes. I mean, what Kevin Owens did the same Cody Rhodes did. With Cody Rhodes, I mean, what Kevin Owens did to Cody Rhodes is the same shit he did to Sami Zayn in NXT. We cut away to Kevin Owens sporting the World Wrestling Entertainment Championship he took last Saturday, and says what happened was not his fault. He blames WWE manager for what happened, claiming he was screwed out of the title. What happened to him was a tragedy, and he should be champion. He not, but he took the Winged Eagle belt and he's keeping it until it gets hands. He says he hasn't snapped yet, but it could be much worse. What happens next is on WWE and the management. I got 2 words for you, Kevin Owens. No, as a matter of fact, 3 words. In the words of Chris Jericho, for the love of God, would you please shut the hell up? Please, you stop bitching, stop whining, and get over it. A victory was a victory. You did not get screwed. You just can't believe what a good athlete Cody Rhodes really is. Why don't you look in the fucking mirror? Prick. We cut to the ring where the crew is setting up for a Grayson Waller effect. Special guest Braun Strowman, and that is up next. Commercial break. We backstage we hear from DIY as they address the grudge match Alex Shelley wanted for tonight. Since he wants to do this on his own, Gargano tells Ciampa to stay here so he can show Shelley why he is Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Wrestling. Whatever. Johnny Wrestling. Whatever. Who cares? We cut back to the ring for the shitty Grayson Waller effect with special guest Ron Strowman. Waller, in theory, welcomes us to the show before Grayson welcomes to their guest, the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman. Strowman steps out with a festive look, tossing presents to the crowd on his way to the ring as we get a look back at last week's match between him and Carmelo Hayes. Waller, in theory, quietly asks for presents before thanking him for helping the poor people of Hartford. which riles up for the big man. Grayson says he knows how this normally goes, and he spent a lot of money on a new set for a TV new show. So he just wants to have civil conversation for a few questions. He was afraid of bringing Braun Strowman on the show, making comments that continue to needle at Strowman as he tries to offer them offering ultimate silence between them, the three of them. The brains and the brawn. Well, the brain and the brawn, Strowman is getting more angry. Very pissed off angry. But Carmelo Hayes comes out and addresses what happened last week. Hayes says he wasn't ready last week and that all this can't humble him. He challenges Strowman to run it back because he's ready. Strowman promises to show him what the Grayson Waller effect is. The Waller theory leave him in the ring as Strowman throws palm trees and decorations at Hayes. Carmelo narrowly avoids the literal palm strikes at the big man as the referee comes up for their next match. Commercial break. We come back from commercial as the ref calls for this bell as this match gets underway. Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Strowman. Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Strowman. Here goes. Hayes takes no avail to the big man down to no avail, quickly heading up to the ropes to start Strowman's momentum. Braun sends him to the ropes where his troubles, but Carmelo slides out for a breather. Strowman leaves the ring to give a chase, only to be cut off his return by Hayes, who gets the upper hand until Braun Strowman shows him away, forcing him back out of the ring. Hayes is brought back to the ring, hard away from the apron. Strowman brings Hayes back up looking for a chokeslam, but Carmelo kicks him to fight back. Hayes taunts the crowd after this, giving Braun Strowman a chance to rise to his feet from behind, but Carmelo manages to send him back to the outside. Hayes goes on the chase now, but is cut off by Strowman. The ref is counting as 2 go at it, reaching 9 when Strowman launches Carmelo over the top ropes, and 10 before Braun Strowman can get back in the ring. The ref calls for the bell, and Hayes wins this one via countout. Winning by countout, Carmelo Hayes. With this one putting a two-man one-on-one, Hayes celebrates only briefly before rushing out of the ring and up on the ramp. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae talk about their women's tag team championship match. When Tiffany Stratton walks in and wishes them good luck, she says she can't wait to celebrate when they win the tag titles. But Candice says she and Nia agree that Tiffany needed to stay away up for this one. Stratton seems disappointed as we get looks like she's like she's gonna be put a little looks like she's gonna be it's not happy, it's like she's about to turn face. Tiffany Stratton's gonna be a terrible baby face in my opinion. Stratton seems disappointed as we get a graphic for Gargano versus Shelley up next. After commercial break, after some signs of the night, we cut to backstage where Carmelo Hayes is running away from Braun Strowman. Santos Escobar is no snitch. Angel tries to misdirect him, and Pretty Deadly want to look at their musical before Hayes blindsides him, the big man with a steel chair. He runs off with Strowman chasing him once more as we cut away. Back at ringside, Shelley makes his way out for our next match. Johnny Gargano makes his way out next as we look back at the WWE Tag Team Championship match 2 weeks ago, leading to this grudge match tonight. We see a match, Gargano versus Alex Shelley. Gargano charges at Shelley, who quickly gets the upper hand in retaliation. Gargano manages to fight out of the corner, mocking Shelley into the crowd as he goes on. Alex catches him by surprise before Mick taking Gargano to the mat. Gargano fights back with a kick to the head before bringing Shelley to the corner, stopping away at a motion machine guns before the ref intervenes. Shelley fights back, sending Gargano out of the ring before catching the tag champ with a kick to the face and is diving him to his weak. Go to commercial. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Shelley takes Gargano to the corner but is met with a jawbreaker from the tag team champ. The action heads to the apron as Gargano mocks Shelley before setting him up on his shoulders. Shelley counters out, intercepting Johnny with a thrust kick. Gargano back to his feet, but he is met with some chops from Shelley, who falls with a big kick to the back for a 2 count. He goes for an armbar, but Shelley, but Johnny rolls him for a near fall. Shelley catches him with one of his before going back to the armbar, but Gargano keeps stays from fighting back to his feet. They trade strikes until Gargano hits Shelley with an enziguri and a kick, setting him up on the shoulder before sending him face first into the turnbuckle by the cover by Johnny, but it's only good for the 2 count. Gargano goes for a Gargano escape, but Shelley well escapes, getting Gargano back to his feet to keep Johnny at bay. Shelley goes up top, but Ciampa rushes down to give out to him, only for Saban to come out and intervene. All the same, the distraction allows Gargano to roll Shelley up for the win. Winner by pinfall, Johnny Gargano. Video package. Now we see a little video package here. WWE on Raw Netflix will kick off highlights and the rundown of what's going down when the flagship of the brand heads to Netflix on January 6, 2025. It's next year. Backstage, Bianca Belair and Naomi talk about Jade Cargill being attacked and Naomi failing to help defend the titles tonight against Candice LeRae, against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Bianca offers one of their belts to Naomi, but she says not until she's earned it. Her music hits and Naomi makes her entrance first for our main event. Bianca makes her way out next as the pair head toward the ring as we go to commercial break. And we go to commercial break. Back from the break, the challengers make their way to the ring and we get ring introductions for both teams before this main event gets underway. World Wrestling Entertainment Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bianca Belair and Naomi defending against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. We start off with Belair and Candice and LeRae, with the latter fighting off the champ until Bianca lifts her out of the corner, only for Nia to be tagged in. We get a look at Stratton backstage as Bianca gets back on the offense before the women's champion fights back. Tag made to Naomi and the champs double team for a near fall. Candice gets involved, leading a brawl between all 4 women as we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Candice is met with a flurry of offense by Bianca until Jax comes back to wear the champ down. She takes Belair to the mat, driving a knee to her back before sending her into the corner and mocking the crowd. Jax with a snapmare on Belair before sending her into the corner, using the champ's hair until the ref intervenes, only for Jax to distract the ref as Candice gets a cheap shot on Bianca. Bianca is brought to the mat by the women's champion, but fights back to her feet before leaping toward Naomi. But Jax catches Belair in the midair, sending her into the corner for a tag to Candice instead. Candice takes to the fight for a 2 count, keeping her grounded before making a tag to Jax. Some confusion leads to Nia Jax splitting out LeRae and allows Naomi to get the hot tag. Naomi takes the fight to women's champion, sending her from the corner to the floor with a split leg facebuster for a near fall. Jax is back up, but Naomi evades a charge to climb the turnbuckle. But Jax takes her down instead. The Annihilator is being countered, but Bianca makes the tag, going up for a 450 splash in the cover, but Candice breaks the pin. Tiffany makes her way down to the ramp, with her Money in the Bank briefcase in hand, as Candice takes Bianca back down for a cover, but Naomi breaks the pin before getting a tag. The ref doesn't see it. forcing her back into the apron. Calls her for Tiffy to hand the briefcase as a weapon, but Stratton does so after that some hesitation, leading to the ref catching her with it. She gets knocked down on the apron by Bianca, who tags in. Naomi hits a crossbody jacks on the floor while Naomi takes Candice down for a split-legged moonsault for the win. And winners, and new and still women's tag team champions Bianca Belair and Naomi. Jax, Candice, and Stratton are forced to regroup outside while the chants celebrate the victory to bring Smackdown to a close. You know, all I can say is this about tonight's show. This looks very terrible to close out 2025. This holiday season, Christmas is almost about to be here and leading up to a new year. I say this is not going to be a good year for 2025 for WWE. I mean, who knows? I mean, you know, I'm thinking that I just have a theory that Naomi might be the one that attacked that might be the one that took out that put Jade Cargill out of action because of jealousy. Who knows? Who knows who done it? And I'm say that Nia Jax is gonna somehow Tiffany Stratton's gonna become a terrible babyface, stand up to Nia Jax and become the new WWE new SmackDown Women's Champion. I don't know why WWE had to put that briefcase on a Women's SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase on her in the first place, because it should have been somebody else like Misha or somebody. I mean, I think Nia Jax is the reason. I think Nia Jax is a real coward. She's afraid. She doesn't want to cash in, want her to cash in on Nia Jax. So somehow she's gonna stand up to her and become a terrible baby face and all that and everything, and just WWE is not getting that good. I mean, Cody Rhodes is out. I mean, we got a terrible, overrated female wrestler who's now the women's U.S. champion. I mean, WWE stinks. It's terrible show tonight in Hartford. So that's it. That's my my review right there. Now you know what it's time for. A lot of you know what it's time for. It's time for let me find it. Let's see the traffic. It's time for Justin's timeline history, all the wrestling birthdays, history, sports, some of entertainment, sports like that, etc., etc. Get down to business. All you hear that little thing from Back to the Future starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. Wait, hold on one second. Intermission, everybody. I'll be right back. Intermission. I'll be right back. For 1 second. She knew. What makes you think that had some presence? How would she think that? Okay, I'm back. A little intermission there. One second. Why would she think that? Why would she think that? Something in my presence. She knew how she knew. I mean, I'm saying she on shit. It's ridiculous. Okay, as I was saying, little intermission there. And little intermission there. As I was saying, let's get down to let's go my wrestling birthdays and wrestling history for yesterday and today's. Let's go to December 19th. So how am I gonna have what's my if I have she haven't checked. How could I have bust my if I haven't touched that one yet? Touched it. Hold on a second, everybody. Okay, yesterday was a happy birthday to Eric Watts. He turned. How old did he turn? He turned 50. He turned 50. He turned. See what he turned. Eric Watts. He turned. He turned 57 yesterday. Eric Watts. And Brookstone turned 46, I think, yesterday. Hold on a second. This screen freezing up again. Awesome. Oops. One more. Okay. Okay, let's see now. Yesterday, in December 19th, on December 19th. See, December 19th on Monday Night Raw. We see a little interview with Vince McMahon. We see an interview about Bob Backlund, about facing Bob Backlund, Monday Night Raw. Smoking Guns, Bart Gunn and Billy Gunn. Earn IRS defeated with Tatanka, and TWC defeated Lex Luger by countout. Bob Sparkplug Holly defeated Chris Kanyon. And who better than Kanyon? God rest his soul. The Bushwhackers, Butch and Luke with Howard Finkel defeated Well Done. And Jim the Anvil Neidhart defeated Nick Barberry. And some sports. Some sports. For Monday Night Football, December 19th. See those some Monday Night Football, sports. Okay, okay, the Dallas Cowboys defeated New Orleans Saints 24-16 on ABC's Monday Night Football December 19th, 1994. And let's see what else. So it's see 2004 Sunday Night Heat. Sunday Night Heat. Simon Dean versus the Hurricane ended in a no contest, law resistance, and Rob Conway and Sonny Gunaway defeated Rhino and Tajiri. Val Venus defeated Chad Collier. Trish Stratus defeated Victoria. See, okay, yeah. See what else? Yeah, no Smackdown this night. No Smackdown this night. Let's see. 2014. Some movies released that came out. Okay. December 19th, yesterday's birthday. Yesterday, a couple of movies released in theaters nationwide. Annie, starring Jamie Foxx, introducing introducing Quiver Shane Wallace as Aunt Annie. Rose Byrne, Bobby Cannavale, Cameron Diaz, Alway Ananolia Jabi, and David Zayas. A musical comedy. Let's see. In 9, The Museum of Secret Tomb, starring Ben Stiller, Robin Williams in his last movie, Ben Kingsley, and Owen Wilson. Okay, see what see I think see okay, got that covered. Let's see, let's go to see, let's go to October the 20th, December the 20th today is. Okay, on this day, 1974, The Godfather Part 2 was released in theaters on this day, 1974. And let's see, and the birthdays today, let's see. See what else. By the way, rest in peace to Rey Mysterio Sr., who died today. He was born in 1958. And he's no relation to he's no relation to Rey Mysterio Jr., of course. No relation to Rey Mysterio Sr. Jr. That was like a Star storyline father in WCW. No relation to Dum Dum, Dirty Dum Dum. He died today on this Christmas season. So I know what he died of. And birthdays today. Today is a happy 44th birthday to John Thorne. And today's a happy scene. Today's happy 68th birthday to Japanese wrestler Super Strong Machine. And as I said earlier, a little pop culture, a couple of movies released in theaters on this day. 1974, The Godfather Part 2 sequel to 1972's Godfather. It has Al Pacino and a young Robert De Niro in that movie. Al Pacino reprising his role as Michael Corleone. And Robert De Niro was in that movie. He had a little early role in there. And on this day in 2004, let's see, any football, any sports on this day. On this day, ABC's Monday Night Football in 2004. Okay, the New England Patriots, the Miami Dolphins defeated New Orleans Patriots 29-28 on this day on ABC's Monday Night Football. And on this day in 1994, I think there was no just rerun repeats of matches on ECW Hardcore TV. Due to Christmas. Wait, there was matches. 2-on-1 handicap match, Nine Jack and Tommy Dreamer defeated the same man and Tommy Cairo. And on this day in 2004, there was a Monday Night Raw, the Best of Raw 2004, showing all the highlights of what happened in this year, 2004, leading up to a new year. No Monday Night Raw on this night, just the Best of Raw, only showing everything leading up, showing everything that happened over the past in 2004 on Monday Night Raw. It was hosted by Jerry the King Lawler and Jerry the Jonathan Coachman. And that's it. So that'll do for my little review about tonight's Monday Night Raw. I'm the Godfather, Soldiers, Loose Lemons, Late Chin Head Shins. I like to dress up like Chubby Checker, sing like Lionel Richie, dance like James Brown. I like to get in the hot tub when we sweat, come when we dry, when we wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing an impression of Saturday Night Live, doing an impression of Eddie Murphy doing an impression of James Brown on Saturday Night Live back in the 80s, but I didn't grow up in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. I was born in 88. I grew up in the 90s. But I had some reminiscences in the 80s. Of vintage, I saw old school vintage 80s of Saturday Night Live on Comedy Central when I was little. So that's it. WWE Smackdown was a shithole. Stinks. And hope all of you have a good night. Subscribe to the Godfather, Joe's Little Swimmer. Have all of you a good night. I'm out of here. Peace. No music. I'm not gonna cut out any music tonight. Because to do this shitty show tonight. SmackDown. Hope all of you have a good night. I'm out of here. Peace.